Right, let's put that radio off for a minute. Right, I must apologise because I put a these batteries videos up yesterday and the day before, and probably one before that as well. That were recorded previously. Now I was wrong, and I've got to put my hands in the air and thank you to Nigel, and thank you to Andy for pointing out that these AGM, which isn't acid glass mat, it's absorbed glass mat batteries, aren't flooded. The fluid goes up to the top of the pads, plates, and that's it. Where are you going, Rose? Oh, I see. You don't want to sit on your seat because it's all muddy from yesterday's outing. I'm a bit like that indoors. So I was out here at midnight last night with my syringe, with my got me brew, with my little tiny hose there, removing all of this electrolyte solution that was extra that I'd put in. Okay, well basically it was distilled water, wasn't it? But where it's mixed with the fluids that were in there, the trouble is they were dry, and they're not supposed to be dry. They're supposed to be just topped off like that. So the mass should absorb the liquid that's in there. It shouldn't have any excess floating around above it. So, like I say, I had to remove all that. I'm really sorry. I didn't know really what I was doing. I kind of talked myself through it, don't I, half the time. But after doing much homework last night, up until 12 o'clock, I suddenly thought, shit, I better get down the shed and unflood them, which I did. And now I come in this morning. It's sort of mid-morning now, and I've only now put these back on charge just to see what the condition is. I don't think they're going to be usable. They will certainly be usable for something else I've got coming, which is an LED, a PV panel, photovoltaic panel, where it's basically a cheap pad. One of these ones you put in your dash to keep mobile phones charged up, basically. But now I've got a little controller coming, a solar panel, a foldable solar panel. I'm going to sort of put that into a picture frame sort of thing and nail it on the roof. Bring the cables inside to a controller, to the battery, and then to an inverter. Okay, so if we ever have a power cut, I will still be able to use, I can still use the inverter to power my 240 volt things and chargers and whatnot. So they won't be going to waste. That is one idea I've got for them. The thing is, they do power the Lambo up. They do. I've been, like I said in an earlier video that I probably deleted, I've been five or 6 miles on these things already with the battery warning light flashing. I thought, well, we've got a car. I'm just gonna go as far as I can and come and see how far I get. If I break down, I break down. And now it got me there and back in perfectly. That's before it's set up, doing nothing all summer. So here they are now in here, having a little bit of a bit of a regen. I've done awful lot of homework. Always wear eye protection with battery acid and stuff like this, guys. It also produces very, very flammable gases. So do I. So he's found his bed now. So yeah, it's just a quick video. This just to say sorry. I've deleted those 3 videos because I do not want misinformation going out there and people hurting themselves or whatever. So yeah, don't use an arc welder to boost batteries if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, the guy I saw doing it, he's in his well into his 60s and he's been doing it many years and he's still alive. So that's fine. You can crack on, fill his boots, can't he? So there we have it. I have reduced all these back down to the top of the plates. So that's all good to go. Now I did notice when I came in last night in a bit of a blind panic at midnight, where these have all been charging, well, these two specifically, these rubber pads, I think there was one like that, and the other 5 weren't there. They were all over the floor, just dotted around and up over there, and one was over there. So he must have gone boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they made that noise, boom, 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 like that. So yeah, all 12 have popped off because of the gases produced that were flammable. And there we are. So that's basically what this video is all about. Please don't mess around with batteries unless you really know what you're doing or you've done your homework, i.e. spent a good half a day learning about the different types of batteries. You've got your lead acid flooded, you've got the AGM, absorbed glass matte, all sorts. There are many different types. I think there are 3 main types actually for you know, our usage, if you like, you know, vehicles, golf carts, you know, that kind of thing. Lots of different things. So please, 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 guys, do your homework. Not like what I did, and you'll be fine. But yeah, AGM batteries don't need to be flooded. You can top them up with deionized water or distilled water if they look bone dry, which they were. In all fairness, those 2 were, and these 2 definitely were. No sign of moisture on it. So I'm quite happy that I've done what I've done, and I'm quite happy that I've now removed all this excess before I'm really giving it a decent charge. But look at the sediment in the bottom of there. Look at that. It's weird old stuff, isn't it? That's the pad, that's the mat. So that's why I say these 2 are duff or past the sell-by date, because they've been neglected. If you treat your batteries right, you know, keep an eye on them. Well, they're sealed for life, aren't they? But what I'm trying to say is, if they go flat because you've not maintained them, i.e. trickle charge them, people have a tendency to go, right, put the charger on, just like what I did. Put the charger on, boom, whack a load of power in the air, getting there with the arc welder. Fucking no. Okay, I think I've scolded myself enough over this, but yeah, there we are. So this battery here that was drained of fluid, that is now just fill up with distilled water, basically, because I emptied the fluid out of that a year or so ago for something else. I now have some electrolyte fluid to go back in it, so I'm gonna do that as a little side experiment. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for all your likes. I'm getting some likes coming through now, which is brilliant, because I get a little notification from YouTube saying, hey, you've had 141 or whatever likes this week, which is just great. Makes it worthwhile me putting out wrong content for you to harm yourself with. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know, but I've seen the error of my ways. We're not worthy. Thanks, Nigel, once again, and thanks, Andy, once again, for pointing out the obvious. And I'm so glad that you did, because otherwise I would have been none the wiser. I certainly wouldn't have watched the videos last night that I did watch, and I was horrified at what I've done and what I put out on here. Most of my stuff is kind of experimental, isn't it? I kind of learn, but when you've got things like batteries and gas and acid and dangerous stuff, it even hurts your lungs if you're in a confined space with these things because of the gas. Coughed up some blood this morning. Is that because I've been in there with these? Probably. Yeah, probably. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here right now. Winnie's coming out with me because that shit. I should put the extraction fan out. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you next episode. Oh, Andy, other Andy. Thank you, sir, so much for saying about the headlight. He wants me to get the measurements of this LED light fitting, this lamp unit here, which I could probably do without removing anything. Yay! Get some measurements from there and let him have the measurements, and he can apparently, clever chappy. He can 3D print on this plastic printer machine that makes things out of plastic. ABS, I would have thought. Polycarbonate, I don't know. Anyway, he's going to 3D print or make something like a ring that you can connect onto that LED headlight to make it fit in the bezel, like so. Now, and he is he's actually got a BSA Meteor, all right? So he's got the same style, same dimensions. He's got the same headlight, basically. So he knows these dimensions, and he knows the dimensions of the original headlight, obviously. Just needs to know these LED measurements, and then who knows? It might be a market thing here. You could sell on, you can make a fortune, kid, on that Fleabay thing, or that what is it? Amazon. I don't know. Anyway, take care. It's gone far too long. Thanks for watching. See you again later. And again, apologies. Don't listen to me. Don't do as I do. And certainly don't do as I say. Over and out.